Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have got it because I'm otherwise pretty healthy.
During a discussion on Fox News, Republican Congressman Ronny Jackson, who, by the way, is a doctor, accidentally made the case for a vaccine mandate while attempting to speak out against the mandate. So before I get to anything else, I got to play this clip. Check this out.
48% in favor and over 70% of Republicans are not in support of these mandates. Did you get vaccinated?
I got vaccinated, and the only reason I got vaccinated, Brian, was because I knew that I'm on a Foreign Affairs Committee on Armed Services, and I knew that Nancy Pelosi was not going to let me travel on CODELs, on congressional delegations, if I didn't get it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have got it because I'm otherwise pretty healthy. And now, I'm not anti-vax. Don't take it that way. I encourage my parents to get it. I told my sister to get it, who's immunocompromised. I think that everybody should look really seriously at getting the vaccine, and there's a lot of people that need to get it because this virus is the real deal, but there are some people that need to be able to make that choice for themselves, and some people are at low risk, and if they don't want to get it, they should have the freedom to not get it.
All right. Just seeing how Republicans have to try and placate their base by, even when they're vaccinated, they have to say, well, if I wasn't forced to, I wouldn't have got vaccinated. This is a doctor. He knows getting vaccinated is the right thing to do. He has to use Nancy Pelosi as the reason that he got vaccinated. But in doing so, he is accidentally making the argument for a vaccine mandate. That is the whole point, is that you are putting people into a position where, well, if you want to stay at this job, you either have to get vaccinated or you get tested once a week. That is the choice being put forward right now for millions of employees. It's so remarkable here how he has to, skate around the issue, and he can't just full out and say, yes, I got vaccinated. It's the right thing to do. We see the rates of unvaccinated in these hospitals. Clearly, if you're vaccinated, you are more protected against the virus. He can't just come out and say that because his base would hate him. It's so embarrassing. And this guy used to be the White House doctor. And just to remind you, in terms of that, the White House doctor, Trump has absolutely no cognitive or mental issues. Some people just have great genes. So this is the guy, Ronny Jackson. That's who said this. Going even further, he said it's called genetics, Jackson said. Some people have just great genes. I told the president that if he had a healthier diet over the last 20 years, he might live to be 200 years old. Oh my God, so embarrassing. Can you imagine kissing ass this much? All right, let me get to just quickly here what the vaccine mandate is. And it's not really a mandate because you can still choose not to be vaccinated and just get tested weekly. But quickly going over the points here, all federal workers and contractors must get vaccinated with limited exceptions. Private employers with 100 or more workers will have to require them to be vaccinated or tested weekly. Employers must provide paid time off for vaccination. This is a fantastic provision here, giving people, no longer the excuse to say, well, if I take time off work, I'm going to lose money. Here they are, paid time off to get the vaccine. About 17 million healthcare workers in hospitals, clinics, and other facilities that accept Medicare and Medicaid payments must get vaccinated. And some 300,000 employees of Head Start, early childhood education, and other federal education programs must get vaccinated. I think this is fantastic right now. The vaccination rate in the U.S. is the lowest among wealthier nations that have access to the vaccine. So even though the U.S. had the vaccines first, out of any other country, they have the lowest vaccination rate among the wealthier nations. It really is embarrassing. And of course, the media, Fox News, conservative media, has a huge is a huge reason for the low vaccination rate. Last thing here, showing you that a majority of people, at least based on polling here, agree. So Axios Ipsos poll, 60% of voters back Biden's vaccine mandates. And breaking that down by party, it's kind of obvious, but here you go. Republicans, 66% oppose. Meanwhile, 84% Democrats support it. Independents, 61%, requiring, so that's in terms of federal employees. And in terms of requiring businesses with 100 plus employees to vaccinate all staff or undergo regular testing. Again, similar numbers here. 69% oppose in terms of Republican voters, and 84% Democrats support. 62% of independents support. So, yeah, majority agree with Biden's plan here. It's a great idea, but you're going to continue seeing this crap because they have to. These conservatives have to placate their base, which are just, at this point, the vast majority are completely brainwashed by bullshit they see in their Facebook news feeds.